Hello there, my name is Alan Palmer and welcome to My Perspective. As you would know by now, My Perspective is a video blog that deals with issues and events as it relates to St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the Caribbean and the world. I'll be right back with today's episode of My Perspective. I am Alan Herman Fitzgerald Palmer. In a recent program, I reviewed and I analyzed the statistics as it relates to rape that was reported by the United Nations. It was troubling. From analyzing those statistics, I have concluded that at least 3 out of every 4 people in St. Vincent have been raped. 3 out of every 4 people in St. Vincent have been raped. Have suffered rape of some sort or some kind. It might be homosexual rape or the conventional rape where a man take advantage of a female or a female take advantage of a man. Well, it is believed that a woman can't rape a man because in order for her to rape a man, he must get an erection unless she is doing the homosexual rape thing using a dildo. That is another case. Now, the United Nations statistics as it relates to reported case of rape in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, it says that 51.21% per 100,000 people have been raped. St. Vincent have a population of just over 100,000 people, maybe 105,000 people or so. That means that half of St. Vincent and the Grenadines population has reported a rape to the police. That is a lot of rapes. It is known all over the world. The cases of any offense that go unreported is of a greater volume than that which was reported. That is why I come to the conclusion that 3 out of every 4 people in St. Vincent and the Grenadines may have experienced some sort of rape, male and female. Now, that is 75% of the population. 75% of the population. Now, if you are in a place where 4 people at and you have been raped, you can bet your life it is a possibility that there is 2 other people in that room who have been raped also. If you have not been raped, you are looking around and you may probably recognize that, wait, I have never been raped. There's a possibility that the other 3 people in the room with you have been raped. Now, I want to start a campaign. It is called I Am a Victim campaign. If you were a victim of sexual assault or rape, I want you to send me an email. Tell me your story. I want to get these stories in the proper hands, so that you all can get redress. Something has to be done. We have to curb this crime thing in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Let me say this here now. If you were a victim of rape, you have nothing to be ashamed of. You have been carrying around the burdens that someone else had placed on you for too long. It is time that you free yourself of the burden. Mrs. Parsons freed herself of her burden when she came forward and presented to the world her experience. The female police officer freed herself of the burden when she came forward and tell the world of her experience. It is now your opportunity. Your time for freedom is here. Free yourself of the burden that they have placed on you. A burden that you didn't ask for, a burden that you didn't want. And come forward and tell your story. You can be the catalyst for change in your own life and the life of others. We need to take a serious look at it and get it all sorted out. Oh, let us deal with this issue up front. On the screen, yeah, right there, you can see my email address and my telephone number. I put the telephone number over here, yes, right there. So you can see my email address and my telephone number. Send me an email so I can forward these things to the relevant authority. Something needs to be done. That is why there are so much dysfunction in our society. Everything is going downhill And it is going downhill fast because people are not functioning in their right capacity. Too much trauma is walking about in my little country. So, don't forget, send me an email. You see this here? Yes. This is the email address. And you see this? This is the telephone number I want you to call if you need me. I am here for you, my people. This is Alan Palmer. And I'm saying, I love you, Vincent. I love you, Caribbean. I love you, world. Give me a call.